you like.
There were unbelievable scenes at Henley Beach this morning where a great white shark washed up near the Torrens outlet. A group of brave walkers tried to push it back into deeper water, but it washed up again soon after and died. Casey Trelaw from 7 News says it's a juvenile male.
Fisheries authorities have collected the shark and they've brought it here to the Sardie research facility here at West Beach, where this afternoon they will conduct an autopsy on this shark and try and work out what's happened, try and work out if potentially this shark death and other shark deaths in recent months might be linked to this algal bloom. There's a lot of questions here about this case.
Anthony Albanese says he wants to be a Prime Minister for all Australians as he gets back to work. Mr Albanese has returned to Parliament House in Canberra to finalise policy priorities. Reducing student debt by 20% will be the first item on the legislative agenda. Mr Albanese says he'll continue running a methodical government.
I want Labor to be the natural party of government. I think that given who we are, representing working people, but also effectively engaging with business and engaging with civil society, that we can make what is the best country on earth even better.
The Liberals are blaming a lack of policy for their devastating election loss as the party searches for a new leader. Pollster at Redbridge, Kos Samaras, has been looking at the local seat of Sturt. The ALP won the eastern suburb seat for the first time in more than half a century.
A number of Commonwealth public servants actually live in Sturt. You think about those who do work in the Commonwealth Public Service, irrespective of whether the coalition tried to put out assurances that it was only going to be confined to Canberra. You've got thousands of people who fall into that category in Sturt and their families and their networks, and so that would have had a profound impact.
Construction of a new taxiway for planes at Adelaide Airport has resulted in changes to flight paths in and out of the city. The taxiway will allow for planes to speed up docking and undocking at the terminal. The airport's Dermot O'Neill says there are some changes in place.
The shortened runway length will be in place until the 20th of May. Those works are currently on track to have that part of the project complete, and that will then release full runway length back into operation. There is some ongoing works to complete that new taxiway, and that could result in some ongoing intermittent overnight closures of the main runway.
The local film industry could soon be hit by US tariffs. President Donald Trump is pushing for a 100% tax on all movies produced in foreign lands. Now turning to 5AA sport, a post-match message from Port Adelaide's Willie Rioli to a Western Bulldogs player is being investigated. Eddie Summerfield reports.
The Western Bulldogs are looking into claims Willie Rioli sent a post-match message to a Bulldogs player threatening Bailey Dale. Tempers flared in Ballarat on Saturday. The pair clashing. The power forward fined $1,000 for striking Dale. It's a post-match message officials at Whitten Oval are looking into and are likely to raise with Port Adelaide and the AFL. Rioli taking to social media after the match, captioning an image of an on-field exchange. Someone once told me if you can't take a hit, don't swing it. Port Adelaide is also looking into the allegations.
Meantime, local footy captains Connor Rowey and Jordan Dawson are talking up this weekend's showdown. The Crows are coming off a massive win in round 8. Port go into Saturday's contest following that blowout interstate. But the Power's Connor Rowey says it's different when the two local teams go head-to-head.
I think showdowns, no matter what time of year they are or what's happened previously, you always look forward to them. It's a couple of the games that you really look forward to at the start of the year, and past has shown that form probably doesn't matter too much. Both teams are pretty excited just to get out there and play.
That's sport. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Valley View, burst Watermain today, Grand Junction Road near Blacks Road. We have works at Parkside to look out for, Fullerton Road near Canberra Road. And we are slow for works at Smithfield at the moment, Main North Road near Monopara Boulevard. Getting busy, Taplings Hill Road, Glenorg North, with cameras Hanson Road, Wingfield and Lionel Avenue at Blair Athol. The deals are getting hotter than ever at Flight Centre, with 2 for the price of 1 on River Cruise offers from $3,245 per person. Don't miss the boat. Book now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast, sunny this afternoon, a shower or two developing tomorrow, 23. Wednesday, showers easing, 21. Thursday, partly cloudy, 21. Right now, it's 27 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Every 4 minutes, one Australian suffers a heart attack or stroke. But knowing your risk is the first step to a healthier heart. That's why the Heart Foundation is encouraging you to get a heart health check this Heart Week. It's a simple 20-minute checkup with your GP. So book a heart health check today and never miss a beat.
Here's Here's an important air conditioning tip from Morford Air. Never give your teenagers control over the aircon remote. Your energy bills could go through the roof. Instead, for summer, set it around 21 degrees. It's the most energy efficient temperature. And if you turn it on early, before the teens are out of bed, your system will have less work to do, keeping your home cool all day. When it's too hot or cold to bear, reach for the Morford Air. morfordair.com.au.
Morford Air. There's a lot to love about learning just about anything you want with WEA. Just name it. And remember, it's real-time, face-to-face learning, so you'll always get answers to your questions. WEA has 22 language courses on offer and over 80 cooking and wine appreciation courses. You can learn about canine nutrition for better health, self-defense for women, or DIY wedding flowers and fun with floral art. For face-to-face learning you'll love, visit wea-sa.com.au.
You wake up with a runny nose. Maybe it's just a cold, but that scratchy throat? This might be serious. Test for COVID, flu A, flu B, RSV and adenovirus all at once with the FanTest 5-in-1 antigen test. The FanTest 5-in-1 delivers accurate self-testing in any environment using a straightforward nasal swab, resulting in a fast and reliable diagnosis. Test for all 5 at once with FanTest. Available now at all leading chemists.
Mario Maiolo Promotions and FIVEAA present Blowin' in the Wind, honouring Rock and Roll Hall of Famers Bob Dylan with friends Johnny Cash, Joan Baez and the Travelling Wilburys. Come celebrate the legends who contributed to cultural change through inspired lyrics and songs of revolution with an amazing cast. The times they're a-changing, folks, so don't think twice because it's all right. Blowin' in the Wind, Her Majesty's Theatre, Friday 23rd of May. Book now at Ticketek.
Pete has 3 years to get stronger, fitter and faster for the 2028 Paralympics. Since his spinal injury, Pete has been training at Enable Fitness Centre. Their team of exercise physiologists, physiotherapists and dietitians have taught him how to live life in a chair while getting strong, fit and fast. Enable Fitness Centre is an accessible gym for people with disabilities, a registered NDIS provider. You'll find Enable Fitness Centres at Holden Hill, Elizabeth and the brand new Kidman Park and St Mary's locations. enablefitnesscentre.com.au.
In your suburb.
Good evening from Port Noarlunga.
Across your state.
A sombre scene here in Bordertown tonight.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
We begin with breaking news tonight.
South Australian parents urged to be extra vigilant.
Because your home is our home. Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA. 5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Good afternoon to you and happy Monday. It's the 5th of May. Welcome to the third and final hour of the afternoon's program, and we're now live on the Facebook and YouTube live stream, so jump on and say hi and jump on the phone as well, 8223 0000 if you have a question about your cats or dogs.
Who let the dogs out?
Time to talk all things pets with Dr. Derek.
Who let the dogs out?
Dr. Derek McNair from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic in the studio this week. Thanks to Semaphore Pets and Garden. Whether they bark, meow, chirp or hop, Semaphore Pets and Garden is your local pet paradise and they're open 7 days. Hello, Dr. Derek.
Brilliant. Hello.
How was your weekend?
Oh, look, it was good. It was good. Look, we should get away from the politics.
Yes.
For a while. Although I was thinking, I was thinking there's Cocker Spaniels.
Oh.
There's 2 colours of Cocker Spaniels. There's red and blue. so people actually think they're sort of black, but they're actually called Blue Roan. So I'm expecting to see a lot more red Cocker Spaniels now than blue Cocker Spaniels.
Oh, I thought you were joking, but are there actually a red and a blue?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. No, that's their colours.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm going to have to look up a photo.
Yes. The blue ones sort of look blackish.
Blue-black, like
they're called Blue Roan.
Well, there you go.
So there you go.
All right. Yeah, you might be treating a few more red ones at the moment.
Yes, I think so. And you get red Dalmatians, not red Dalmatians, red Dobermans.
Oh, of course.
As well. The red Dobermans are lovely. I love all Dobermans, but red Dobermans are stunning.
Very pretty. Well, if you've got a question about your cats or dogs, 8223 0000 is the number to call. Dr. Derek, I wanted to ask you what we should be looking out for, because eventually, at some point, we'll start to get some colder weather. Might not feel like it today.
Sometime, yes.
At some point, and I know, there's a few different things we should be looking out for as the weather gets colder.
Yes. We get different, as vets, you see different things in the warm weather and the cold weather. The itches and stuff usually die down a bit in the colder weather, but it's the same for most of us as we're getting older. If your joints are a bit creaky, then and if we ever get rain as well, then the cold and the damp tend to affect old joints, and it does exactly the same in dogs and cats. So now's the time to sort of look out for if your dog goes for a walk, if it's slower at getting up in the morning after it's been lying down for a while and sleeping, and have a look at the first couple of steps, because often the very early stages of arthritis, you will only see it for the first couple of steps after a dog gets up, because that joint is creaky, and then when it starts moving, it loosens up.
Oh.
And then a lot of them, after a couple of steps, are not limping, whereas initially, so this is where have a close look at your dog and your cats. As well, they certainly get arthritis as well, and they feel it. They might not want to run up the stairs as quickly, or all these sorts of different things. But actually watching them and even taking a video is quite good, because then you can think, I'm not sure if I saw a limp there or not, and then either they can show it to their vet, or they can have a closer look again and see. But yes, when your pet has been lying for a long time, that's the time to watch it when it gets up and takes the first few steps.
Okay. Videos are definitely helpful, because we had to bring Murray in recently to see you, and it's sometimes it's really hard to explain what your pet was doing before you got to the vet, because the minute we get there, Murray gets all this adrenaline and he looks and acts fine
looks
and
much better.
Becomes a different person or different dog. I still think he's a person. But I had a video to show you, and it was really helpful for you to be able to see what he was like at home before he got, to the clinic.
Often, the downside of it is we get less owners showing us how the dog coughs. As they come in, and they say, what's a cough like? It's sort of and I'll get all these demonstrations. That's quite good. Maybe take a video next time. It's actually quite fun. But
do dogs cough?
Oh, absolutely.
I've never heard a dog cough.
Oh, yes.
Really?
You've heard of kennel cough.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Which they now call canine cough, because kennel cough suggests that the dogs just get it from being in kennels, but they don't. They can get it at the park, just getting up close to another dog who coughs in their face. So, yeah, they cough. They get asthma. Cats get asthma, so we give them puffers.
Oh, really? A puffer?
Yes.
Like a human puffer?
Yes. For the bad cases, yes. We give them. They make special dog and cat inhaler things, but we use often the same puffers that we use. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, and they get heart problems and lung problems, so that a lot of the things they get, there's a few little species differences, but a lot of things they get are the same as what we can get exactly.
Right. Okay. So keep a lookout for arthritis. If you can take a video, that is helpful.
And the other thing with arthritis, a dog I used to have, Bessie, fabulous dog. Oh, my dog's been fabulous. But she was, we got her from the RSPCA, but she was actually born with arthritis. And so she got various treatments throughout her life. But if I got tough with her and she just lost a little bit of weight and became slim, trim and attractive rather than a bit podgy, the difference in her arthritis was huge. I was amazed how much difference it made just by getting a couple of kilos off her. So
for the better.
For the better.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's also not 101 different things, but there's a lot of different medications now that we can use to treat arthritis and to help it. And some of them do actually improve the damaged joint cartilage. Some of them are just painkillers, which make the dog or cat feel better, but others can actually improve the condition. So, which is what you want. It's really good.
What are some, I don't know if this is an obvious question, but what are some signs to look out for of arthritis?
The limping.
The limping.
The limping's the big thing. They're struggling to get up. The limping, when they walk, they usually improve after a few steps. But depending how bad the arthritis is, they may just continue to limp the whole time. Cats will stop jumping up in chairs. If dogs jump up in chairs, they might stop jumping up in chairs, going up and down the stairs or steps outside to the back garden, all these different things. And watching them when they stop, how they sit down, how easy it is for them to sit down and lie down is another giveaway. Just generally looking as if they're in discomfort.
Okay.
But as I say, there's lots you can do. So get the kilos off them, take a video, go and see your vet if you're worried.
Yes, definitely. Good tips. 8223 0000 is the number to call if you have a question for Dr. Derek. And we're getting a couple through on the text line as well. So we'll take a quick break and we'll get to them in just a moment.
Oh, here's one. Hey, you leaving, mate?
Yeah, one sec, buddy.
Okay, no worries. Oh, come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Parking turning you into someone you're not? Search UPark app today.
Ready for your next adventure? Austrac campers are built tough for Australia's wild landscapes. From the coast to the outback, you'll experience unmatched quality with every adventure.
Austrac campers.
Got a pet that deserves the best? Whether they bark, meow or hop, Semaphore Pets and Garden is your local pet paradise, packed with everything you need to keep them happy and healthy.
Yes, for over 30 years, that's a long time, Semaphore Pets and Garden has been the go-to spot for pet lovers, offering high, top-quality food, accessories and expert advice. And the best, your pet is welcome to browse the store with you, make new friends and maybe even sniff out their next new favourite toy. It's the toy they're sniffing out. So who knows? Your pup might just leave with a new bestie.
Oh, I don't know about that, letting them pick their next favourite toy.
Yes.
We'd have to take the whole store home.
Yes, I know. It's good. It's good. Dogs and cats like toys, actually. Yeah.
So don't miss out. Visit Semaphore Pets and Garden at 119 Semaphore Road, Semaphore. They're open 7 days a week because we all know pets aren't just animals, they're family.
At Meals on Wheels SA, they believe there should be a magic moment in everyone's day. So every meal on wheels is nutritious, wholesome, something to look forward to. The Big Brunch is a unique way to share the love and connect the community. You can host your own Big Brunch at home, in the office or at school and help Meals on Wheels SA continue to make a difference this June. To get started on your Big Brunch, go to thebigbrunchdrive.com.
Life is busy, but your loved one's safety is priceless. With Care Alert's personal alert system, you can relax knowing they're supported anytime, anywhere. With features like two-way talking, fall detection and GPS tracking, make life stress-free for you and your family. Call 1300 75 85 95 or go to carealert.com.au for a Care Alert personal alert system today. Because caring never takes a break.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. With 40 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Rebecca from Go Vita Manapara. Enhance your meals with plant-powered superfood. Try Natural Road South Australian hemp seeds, 450 grams for only $16.45. It's pure goodness in every spoonful.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Manapara, Semaphore and Tanunda.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
And we're in the middle of Pet Talk with Dr. Derek McNair from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic. So if you have a question about your cats or dogs, now's the time to ask it. 8223 0000. Jill is in Hillcrest. Hello, Jill.
Hello, Stacey Lee. How are you?
Good. How are you?
That's good. I'm good, thanks. And Dr. Derek, hello.
Hello there.
Hi. Dr. Derek, I have a 2-year-old ragdoll boy, and I've just got a little, well, I've had her for about 5 weeks now, a little ragdoll girl.
Yes.
I just want him to like her.
Oh. What are their names, Jill?
She wants to jump. My boy is Kismet, but I call him Kizzy, and the little girl is Gracie May.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, they are cute. She's gorgeous. But my boy is not affectionate. He likes to be around me, and he's very social, but because I walk him on harness and lead and everything. But he's not affectionate, whereas the little girl is affectionate. She wants to lay on my lap, and I think he's getting a bit jealous. He wants to eat his food as well as her food, and use her litter, and I did take him to the vet because he was due for his vaccinations, and she gave me some sedatives, but I thought I killed him.
Okay.
He just didn't move. He was so stonked out, and I don't know if I like giving them to him.
No, but they're not attacking each other. It's just that he doesn't he doesn't like her.
He's a bit of a bully with her.
Right.
He's really, but he doesn't like hiss at her or anything. But she just keeps on going back for more.
Yes.
You know, she's like a little blowfly around him.
Yes, yes. I mean, the good thing is that if he was being nasty to her, she wouldn't be going back for more. So he's obviously, even though he might not want her around, he's not being nasty or vicious or causing her pain. He's just saying, you know, you young whippersnapper, get out of here. So
you're in my territory now.
That's right. She cries out a bit, and I don't want to growl at him or anything, but I try and break it up, you know, and but she goes running back for more.
Yes, I think there's a couple of things you can try, but I have never found a way to guarantee to get cats to like each other. I've got 2 ragdolls as well at the moment. I got them from the RSPCA. I was very lucky.
You were?
Yeah, mother and daughter, Wilma and Pebbles. And Pebbles, the daughter, chases Wilma a wee bit, and Wilma's a bit like your older guy. Just, you know, I'm fed up. I'm a bit older than you. I can't be bothered with all this. So we give them some time apart, but it's not nasty at all. They're usually very nice cats. The things you could try is stuff called a Fellaway diffuser, which is a thing you get and you plug it into the socket in the wall and you turn it on and it gives off cat pheromones. And these are the pheromones that the mothers give off when they're feeding their kittens. So they're actually relaxing pheromones. So they're meant to, in most cases, they give the cats a nice feeling of reduces their anxiety. And the other thing is there's some new little treats that have come out which are sort of anti-anxiety treats. They don't cause any sedation at all. I've been giving it to one of my cats a little bit to try and calm her down, and I'm not sure if they work or not, but she loves them, but they have no side effects. So you can try them as well. They're just a little sachet. You give them once a day, and that has been shown in some cases to relax cats, and in that way they might find it easier to make friends. But I can't give you a guarantee, Jill. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, good luck.
But I wouldn't get heavy sedatives. It's as I say, if your younger cat is coming back to play more, your older cat is actually not being that horrible and is being quite nice. Otherwise, she wouldn't go back.
Yeah, hopefully they get used to each other over time.
Yes, yes.
All right, let's go to Nigel in Nuriutpa. Hello, Nigel.
Hi, Stacey Lee, Dr. Derek. Love your show. Great information. My question is, I've got a nearly 13-year-old female golden retriever.
Yes.
Who I'm pretty sure has got arthritis.
Right.
She's healthy. She's only 28. She's medium-sized, 28 kilos.
Right.
But, struggles with the back legs.
Right.
Can't jump on things. But otherwise happy. So questions are, how much exercise should she get or not get?
Okay. The answer to that is as much as she can stand without suffering greatly afterwards or the next day. So you do want to keep her mobile. So you do want to walk her, but, and this is where the videoing is good, Nigel, is see how, just take her for, how long are you taking her at the moment?
Well, I take her probably every second day for about a half an hour, quietly.
Right.
I'm not sure how far we go, not that far. She just potters around, but...
yeah. And afterwards, does she seem to struggle more at getting up and down? No, good.
She's actually okay with that.
Okay. Well, I would maybe do half an hour every day just to try and keep her muscle strength up. Is she on any medication?
No, she's not, Dr. Garrett. She's on a pretty balanced diet. I think a pretty healthy diet. Cooked vegetables, rice, kibble, etc. Otherwise, all healthy. But I'm just concerned, and it's obviously old age, like me. Arthritis can be an issue.
Yes, yeah, absolutely it can, and at that age it probably is. They found most dogs, when they get into double figures, do have arthritis to some degree. So you could maybe talk to your vet. There's quite a few. I'm not going to run through them all, but there's actually a couple of different treatments. There's one called Foresight, the number 4 and then CYTE, and then there's another one called Antinol. Antinol. And at the moment they still both have money back guarantees if you try them and you don't think they help. So, and there's usually no side effects whatsoever with them. So they're ones I like to start on, and they can help to improve the situation. They can help to improve the quality of the cartilage. There's other injections as well. Probably Cartrophin is the most famous one. It's been around for, 30, 40 years, forever. And it helps 4 out of 5 dogs as well. So there's a lot you can do, Nigel. And I would, rather than just doing the walking and stuff, I would try, I'd go and talk to your vet and try one of these things that will probably help. There's also much stronger ones as well, which I find usually help a lot. So,
Okay, there you go. A few things to try there. We probably have time for one more quick call before the 3:30 news headlines. Jason's in Salisbury East. Hello, Jason.
Hey, everyone. How's it going?
Good, thank you.
Good, thank you.
You were just talking about arthritis in dogs. Dr. Derek, Uncle Derek.
I've done that before as well. Don't worry, Jason. He's all of our uncle.
What's
that's okay, nephew. That's all right.
Stem cell treatment for arthritis.
The stem cell treatment for arthritis, it has about, I was talking to a specialist about this not long ago, and they say they have about a 50% success rate with it. So the problem is it's pretty expensive to get it done. Not many people do it. I know some of the specialist clinics around here do it, and that's why I was talking to them about it. So it can help very well. Do you have a dog with really bad arthritis?
My parents have got a Australian cattle dog.
Right.
He's 13. He's got a problem with one of his paws and that sort of thing.
Right. If it's really bad arthritis, there is something called Baranza, which I'll probably get all these abusive texts and stuff now, because there have been reports of bad side effects with it. I have found that in extreme cases of arthritis, it works, or it can work extremely well. It's probably the thing I get most feedback on, say it's like a miracle drug. So it's an injection. The downside is it's not cheap. It's about it was probably between $100 and $150 an injection, and it often only lasts for 1 month. So, but it is really good. It'll work out cheaper, I think, than stem cell therapy. Maybe try that with them first and see, because the stem cell therapy can help, but it does not come with a guarantee, and it is pretty expensive as well.
What are we talking? Thousands?
So thousands usually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
They draw off blood, and then they They spin it down, they take stuff off it, and then they inject it back into the joint.
Right.
So it's an involved process.
Yeah.
It can work very, very well, but the Baranza injection is easier long term. It will probably still end up cheaper, I think. And yeah, I find it works very, very well.
Okay, there you go, Jace. Good luck. Hopefully that helps. That's Jason in Salisbury East. Thank you for the call. And thank you, as always, for your insights, Dr. Derek.
My pleasure.
Or Uncle Derek.
I'm old enough.
I have
You're making
accidentally...
me feel older now.
I have accidentally called you Uncle Derek at home before. So your nickname in our house is Uncle Derek.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I mean it with respect. It's a comforting thing.
Thank you very much. I take it.
See you next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That is Dr. Derek or Uncle Derek, whatever you want to call him, from the Parade Norwood Veterinary Clinic in the studio every Monday to answer your pet questions, whether they bark, meow, chirp or hop. Semaphore Pets and Garden is your local pet paradise, open 7 days. It's time for the 3:30 news headlines now, and after that, afternoon delight. Let's start the week off on a positive note. Whether you woke up on Sunday morning or this morning feeling good or feeling bad about the election, let's all share some good news with each other now and start the week off on a positive note. And I have a $100 voucher for the Kent Town Hotel to give away to the best caller.
This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the 5AA News headlines. Anthony Albanese says he wants to be a Prime Minister for all Australians as he gets back to work. State Liberal leader Vincent Tarzia says the SA party will learn the lessons of Peter Dutton's defeat. Donald Trump has flagged the possibility of reopening Alcatraz. And in sport, Zach Butters is expected to see out his contract at the Power. The 5AA forecast, sunny this afternoon, a shower or two developing tomorrow, 23. Right now it's 27 degrees. We'll have more news at 4 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Harris Scarf massive sale is on now. Save 40 to 60% off cookware and kitchenware, 40% off air fryers and slow cookers by Smith & Noble and Healthy Choice, plus 40 to 60% off dinnerware. Sale ends soon, exclusions apply. Harris Scarf, great brands, great prices.
At IGA, we've got specials that are special to you. Like Cadbury Favourites, $3.36 to $3.40 gram selected varieties, only $8 each. That's half price. IGA, you can't beat local. Offer ends May 6. Participating stores only. Excludes Foodland.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide. Give dinner a spin at Roulette's Tavern. Every Wednesday night, choose any pasta for only $19. Roulette's Tavern, next to Pal's, Kings Road, Parafield. Every 4 minutes, one Australian has a heart attack or stroke. That's why the Heart Foundation recommends a heart health check. Book it in with your GP today and never miss a beat. 5AA, supporting local business.
If you've received a letter from a company called Home, don't toss it out. You could be throwing away a rare and golden opportunity. Home is a South Australian-based company with Crows legend Daniel Talia at the helm. And put simply, they buy homes. If you've received a letter, Daniel and his team are dead serious about buying your property and they'll offer you market value as well. Here's the best part though. No advertising fees, no agent commissions, just a straightforward, stress-free sale that could save you thousands. Selling your home doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming, although we know a lot of the time it is. Home makes it easy by handling everything for you so you can focus on your next move. And with flexible settlement terms, you'll have all the time you need to find your next home. So for more, visit home.com.au. That's HAUME.com.au.
At Southern Cross Care, our residential care homes embrace a healthy ageing philosophy. Our highest priorities are our residents' safety, health, well-being and quality of life. With cafes, health and wellness centres, libraries, gardens and caring, compassionate staff, our homes are vibrant places to live. With beautiful locations across Adelaide, Mount Barker and the Fleurieu, there's a location nearby. For more information, visit southerncrosscare.com.au.
Better for life.
Agostino and Mitsubishi are doing renos on their Nailsworth dealership, which means one thing, Renault stock clearance.
That's right. Head into Agostino Mitsubishi and grab yourself a deal.
Now, what are we talking?
Triton, Eclipse, Outlander, Pajero, all of them.
So which one would you get?
All of them.
Me too. Agostino Mitsubishi Renault stock clearance is on for a limited time only. Head into Agostino Mitsubishi Nailsworth. Hey, and don't forget Mawson Lakes, Timmy.
I could never do that, Rowey.
For those whose pool is the main feature of their yard, Walco offer a special mesh cover to keep debris and leaves out while making your pool area look stunning all through winter. Join the great cover-up and ask Walco about their stylish new mesh pool covers. Walco.com.au.
Always informative. 5AA. Always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
25 minutes to 4 here on 5AA. It's that time of the week.
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
Stacey's Afternoon Delight.
Afternoon delight.
Let's share some good news. Maybe you received some good news over the weekend. Maybe you heard a good news story. Maybe you witnessed a random act of kindness. Whatever it is, we just want to start the week off feeling good, because sometimes the news cycle can bring us down a little bit. And if you're not into politics, or maybe you are into politics, maybe the result hasn't really sat well with you since the weekend, now's the time to share some love and make us feel good for the start of our week. In return, I have a $100 gift voucher to give away to the Kent Town Hotel to the best caller. You can check out the award-winning Kent Town Hotel's bars, restaurant, al fresco streetscape, and a 250-seat function room. So get on the phone now. 8223 0000 is the number. And Neil in Blakeview was on the phone nice and quick today. Hello, Neil.
Hello, Stacey. How are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Now, my wife has a bit of a back disability, so her and my granddaughter, she's 13, they went out shopping the other day, and as they've pulled into the disabled car park, they've noticed an elderly woman with quite a full trolley who couldn't get down the curb. So by the time that my granddaughter had assembled my wife's trolley, the woman was still stuck on the side of the curb. She couldn't get down to get to her car. So unprompted, my 13-year-old granddaughter went over to her, helped her get the trolley down the curb, escorted her to her car, put the groceries in the boot for her, and took her trolley back to the trolley van. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome. At 13 years old.
Yeah.
She knew the right thing to do.
She did. So I was pretty proud when my wife told me that.
Yeah, you should be. You should both be really proud of that.
Yeah, no, she did good.
Well done to her, and well done to you as well.
Thank you.
You've done a good job there. Thank you, Neil.
Thank you.
Got a big smile on my face. They love calls like that. Thank you. Let's go to Modbury now. Hi, Sean.
Hi there, Stacey. Great to hear your show.
Thank you.
Now, my afternoon delight was an all-day delight. So I spent a fair bit of time at an election booth, and this is not about the outcome, but it's about the process. And some of the lovely acts that I saw in the process, I saw 10-year-old children going with their elderly grandparents to help them to walk towards the booth and to help them because they wanted to vote. And then I saw people with dementia who had a carer with them. And why were they going? Because they wanted to vote. They might not remember much else in the world, but they remembered that they wanted to vote. I saw women who had a baby, a week ago, like you might be soon.
Yeah.
And of anybody, I'd say, wow, they could probably get a pass. They could say, oh, I'm not going to bother voting.
Bit busy at the moment.
Yeah. They went because they wanted to vote, and they had their husbands with them. It was just a really lovely atmosphere, regardless of whether the outcome was going to be red, blue, green, or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just part of being Australian that says, I just want to help people out and I want to help them to vote. And it's a delight all day, not just in the afternoon.
Oh, that's really good to hear, Sean, because, you know, we often get reports of bad behaviour on polling booths and, you know, volunteers disagreeing with each other. But you're the second person today who's told me a really positive story about being on a polling booth. So that's really good to hear. You know, we get out, we exercise our right to democracy, we have our vote, and it's nice to be able to do it with mutual respect for each
and
other.
showing we're Australian, because that's an Australian value. You know, that's what it means to be Australian, is where everyone gets a fair go, and we lived it out, I reckon, regardless of the outcome.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more, Sean. If there's something we can all agree on, it's that. Love your work.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
See you. That's Sean in Modbury. If you have an afternoon delight, now's the time to share it. 8223 0000 is the number to call. My afternoon delight is probably on the weekend. We had our baby moon. We went to the Barossa Valley and we stayed Friday and Saturday night, and we went out for a beautiful lunch at St Hugo, and it was just a great day. The food was amazing. The staff was so good. Thank you to Sonia, who helped us out, was taking care of us. And I just think it was just such a nice day to be able to spend some time with my husband uninterrupted. We might not get much of that in the future. The only thing that would have been the cherry on top is if I could have had a little tipple of the wines, but that's all right, not long to go. And thank you to Nick. I made a comment earlier about visiting Turkey Flat Vineyards and buying some wine. Yes, Nick, he pointed out on the text line I shouldn't be drinking. I'm not. Rest assured. I know the rules, Nick. Don't worry. I'm all good. I was just buying some wine so I had some there ready for when I can. I like my Turkey Flat Rosé, okay? Just need to make sure I've got enough of a stash. No, but it was great, and Ben was very lucky. He had a driver. And we had a great time. We had dinners out, we had lunches out, we got around to a few different wineries. We went to Rockford as well. And, yeah, it was just nice to be able to spend some time together and in the beautiful weather as well. I think we sort of forget about how important that special shared time together is. So I'm glad we got to do it. I'm glad we had a nice weekend to do it, even if poor Ben did have to have the election coverage on the TV on Saturday night. He was fine though. He had the footy on his phone. He wasn't doing too badly. 8223 0000 is the number, and Gay is in West Croydon. Hi, Gay.
Hi, how are you going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. My afternoon delight concerns my grandson. My grandson had been living with his father in Perth, but his mother lived in Melbourne, and was a bit of a forwards and backwards thing. He was an early teenager, and he went over to live with his mother and got into all sorts of trouble. Got into the wrong crowd, would run away, was stealing cars, was just breaking our hearts, you know, every day. Half the time we didn't know where he was. Anyway, I decided to drive over to Melbourne and find him and pick him up. And I did that, drove him back to Adelaide, and then he flew back to Perth. And since then, he has worked really, really hard to get his life back on track. He's now 17. He's just finished a introduction to the building industry course, and he got himself a part-time job, has saved up all his money, and managed to buy himself a car. He has totally turned his life around. He could have ended up in jail.
Oh, Gay.
So that has been just, you've got no idea. I mean, as a grandmother, seeing your first grandchild going down that path, and now he's managed to, turn his life around completely.
That's so good to hear. I'm so glad. And, you know, that we often talk about these situations and you think, where are the parents? And it's not always the case that there's not loving family members involved who just want the best for a child who's just fallen into the wrong group of people and is going through a phase. And to have supportive family members like yourself around him, I'm sure has meant the world of difference, and it's clearly paying off.
It has. So he's now back living in Perth with his father, and he's settled, and just a fantastic outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you for sharing, Gay. Appreciate the call.
Thank you.
See you. That's Gay in West Croydon. Oh, that's a tough one today. Some really lovely stories there. I think Neil in Blakeview, our first caller with a 13-year-old granddaughter who helped an older lady at the shops who was struggling with a full trolley, helped her unpack and get her groceries into her car and get the trolley back. Neil, well done to you and your wife and your kids raising such a beautiful granddaughter. So congratulations. You are off to the Kent Town Hotel on us. $100 voucher so you can take your granddaughter and tell her it's a well-earned dinner or lunch, whatever you'd prefer. You can check out the award-winning Kent Town Hotel's bars, restaurants, al fresco streetscape and their 250-seat function room. So congratulations to you. And Gay, you're going to get the Wallace Cinemas Family Pass. Congratulations. You can catch a movie this week. Mitcham, Mount Barker, Noarlunga and the Piccadilly. For all sessions, visit wallace.com.au. You know what? I'm going to give a Wallace Pass to Sean in Modbury as well. Feeling generous today. It's a Monday. Everyone's made me feel good. I'm smiling. That's a good sign. Good start to the week. Okay, Sam's telling me to move on before I start giving everything away. But stay with us, because up next, I do have more prizes to give away. I have a double pass to FIVEAA's Ultimate Friday Knockoffs at the Beer and Barbecue Fest, and it's their 10th birthday this year. So I'll tell you how to win in just a moment.
Mario Maiolo Promotions and FIVEAA present Blowin' in the Wind, honouring Rock and Roll Hall of Famers Bob Dylan with friends Johnny Cash, Joan Baez and the Travelling Wilburys. Come celebrate the legends who contributed to cultural change through inspired lyrics and songs of revolution with an amazing cast. The times they're a-changing, folks, so don't think twice because it's all right. Blowin' in the Wind, Her Majesty's Theatre, Friday 23rd of May. Book now at Ticketek.
Less pear.
More Pinot.
Less crom.
More canapes.
Less marks.
More marquees.
Less ferals.
More frocks. This Saturday, skip the footy and have a real ball at the Sportsbet Goodwood Day, home to the nation's finest horse racing, May 10.
More
Morfettville.
Big news. The 2024 plate clearance sale is on at Austrac Campers. Save up to $11,000 on hybrid campers, plus get a bonus 3.3 kVA generator and 200-watt solar panel with every purchase. Austrac Campers. Limited stock. Don't miss out.
Kangaroo Island. It's best enjoyed getting up close to nature. Escaping with friends. Enjoying the serenity and celebrating milestones together. Unpretentious, unexpected, untamed. Experience Kangaroo Island unfiltered. Book your self-drive getaway now at sealink.com.au. Life is busy, but your loved one's safety is priceless. With Care Alert's personal alert system, you can relax knowing they're supported anytime, anywhere. With features like two-way talking, fall detection and GPS tracking, make life stress-free for you and your family. Call 1300 75 85 95 or go to carealert.com.au for a Care Alert personal alert system today. Because caring never takes a break.
Australian Retirement Trust. The raw retirement experts.
Raw retirement?
Yeah, it's like retirement, but fiercer. Because it's powered by a big blue super monster.
Oh. Wait, are you sitting on a monster right now?
Yes, I am.
Oh my. I should probably check my super.
Awaken your super with Australian Retirement Trust. Consider the PDS and TMD before deciding at art.com.au.
Every 4 minutes,
one Australian suffers a heart attack or stroke. But knowing your risk is the first step to a healthier heart. That's why the Heart Foundation is encouraging you to get a heart health check this Heart Week. It's a simple 20-minute checkup with your GP. So book a heart health check today and never miss a beat.
Ultimate Wood Heaters and Illusion Gas Log Fire's Red Hot Fire Sale. We're on fire with Australian-made wood log heaters from a crazy $9.99. Gas log fires from a swanking $29.99. Ultimate and Illusion, 355 Main North Road, Enfield. Illusionfire.com.au.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
10 to 4 here on 5AA after 4 o'clock. Rowey and Timmy G will join you with the sports show, and we'll find out in just a moment what they've got coming up. But first, I've just received some news from South Australia Police informing everyone that they're at the scene of a two-car crash at the intersection of Port Road and Grand Junction Road at Port Adelaide, and traffic is delayed in all directions, so they're asking you to avoid the area if possible. That's Port Road and Grand Junction Road in Port Adelaide. Avoid it if possible. There's been a two-car crash. Now, we've got your tickets to 5AA's Ultimate Friday Knockoffs at the Beer and Barbecue Fest's 10th birthday. This is on Friday, the 16th of June. You'll get tickets for you and a mate in our VIP area, and we'll even chuck in some beers and some delicious barbecue food for you. Plus, you'll have access to the space all night. Sorry, I'm laughing because Stephen Rose in the studio standing right in front of the camera.
Oh, sorry. Am I on?
Yeah, no, not yet. You weren't meant to be, but you are now. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, camera, do you actually talk to the camera?
No, but you.
Well, these chairs
the camera's right there.
This place gives me that.
Okay, I'm going to turn your mic off and let you sort yourself out while I keep going with this giveaway. Oh, God.
Just about broke the LED screen.
He's
Actually, it's just
breaking
gone
the new
off.
studio.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Keep going.
Okay, I'm going to keep going. You're going to get access to the space all night with a view of the stage and screens to watch the footy in Scrooge v Brisbane that night. So get on the phone now. Give me a call now if you'd like to head along and celebrate 10 years of beers at the Beer and Barbecue Fest for the King's birthday weekend. You can get your tickets at beerbarbecuefest.com.au, but you'll have to answer a question. We'll take the fifth caller and you'll have to answer a question about the festival. Now, before I bring Rowey in, I just wanted to get to Ian in Modbury. He's on the phone. Hello, Ian.
Yeah, good afternoon. G'day, Stacey. No prizes for me, thanks, but you've made me laugh. Look, my afternoon delight, I went for a walk and I was listening to you.
Oh.
So there you go.
Oh, thanks,
but,
Ian.
I've got a couple of comments because of that.
Sure.
You're on this morning too, I think, so you were my morning delight as well.
Oh, thank you.
I'm an old man, don't worry. But when I actually delivered a invoice that had blown down about 700 metres away, but across the main road. But when I was listening to you earlier, you had Rex Patrick on.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to say he was my number one vote. I was disappointed he lost last time, and I'm disappointed he missed this time, but he and his mate and Jackie Lambie, they got my number one vote in the Senate. But a lot of people say, it makes me wonder, a lot of people say, oh, I vote for the party and I vote for the Prime Minister and I vote for that. I don't get that. I only vote for the candidate. The fact is that, you know, the fact that their party or their Prime Minister, whatever, they are factors that you consider and can be influential, but you actually get to vote for the candidate. And my candidate of choice, his office is always open to me. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, that is how our system works, that's for sure, Ian. Yep, voting for the candidate, although some people do prefer to vote for a leader of a party. That's not quite how it works, though. But thank you. I appreciate your call, Ian. Thanks for that. Now, Steve in West Beach is on the phone. Hello, Steve.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Before I give you the Beer and Barbecue Fest tickets, you have to answer a question.
Well, that's a problem.
What do you prefer, beer or barbecue?
Beer.
There you go. Correct answer. Congratulations.
Okay, thanks very much for that, Stacey. Appreciate it.
See you. Well done. You can celebrate 10 years of beers at the Beer and Barbecue Fest on the King's Birthday weekend. Tickets are at beerbarbecuefest.com.au. Congratulations to Steve in West Beach. Stephen Rowe, how are you going over there?
Oh,
everything all
Stacey,
sorted?
Good. What was worse on the weekend, Port or the Liberal Party?
Yeah, it wasn't a great weekend for
both getting
Port.
new leaders.
Well, that's true.
Timmy's non-verbal. When they lose like that, he goes non-verbal. After
It wasn't good, was it?
Let's hope he opens up his, real thoughts. And I'm just going to
He's had his 24 hours.
Yeah, no, he'll be right. We got Conor Rowey on, so that'll be good.
Okay.
And it's Showdown 57. Doesn't matter where are you on the ladder. It doesn't matter whether you won, lost, drew. When you get there Saturday night, 7:30, live on 5AA, it'll be two teams going kabang. And Crow's best is simply better. If they bring it longer, they win. Boom. We'll also speak with, who else are we speaking to? Oh, Mark Keane from the Crows.
Oh, yeah?
They were terrific.
Weren't they?
From the first bounce to the last, gave Carlton an absolute football lesson in total team effort. I've got a new favourite number, by the way.
Uh-oh.
What did Port lose by?
Oh.
90?
90.
Crows won by?
Oh, was it 90?
No.
Oh.
60?
Uh-huh.
Favourite number this week? 150. That's how trivial and immature I am. You didn't even get that, did
No,
you?
I didn't.
It used to be 119. Now it's 150. See you after 4.
Yeah, great. Thanks. But before you go, our tech team would like to have a chat with you. I can see them outside shaking their heads at you.
No, they're not.
You're in trouble.
Get me decent chairs. A man should never blame his tools. I'm not a man, and these aren't tools. I'm not sitting on these chairs. They're
Here,
useless.
you can have mine. I have the little one. Yeah, you can steal it when I'm out. See Rowey and Timmy G on with you after 4. Don't worry, he'll have his chair. I'll give him this chair, and he'll be fine. Thank you for all of your calls and your texts today. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to talking to you then.
Coming up next, Adelaide's only local sport show. It's the very latest in sport, live from Adelaide. Enjoy the